So strike in there. And Cushion gets ready to go. Sorry about that. If you couldn't hear the audio, we just try to fix that there. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yes, we do apologize. There'll be audio only tonight due to the lack of due to not having much room here at Forbush High School. We do apologize for any inconvenience. And the pitch up high. That's going to be a ball. So strike in there. Back over there. So now it's a ball up high. And the pitch. On the inside edge. Will bring the count to full. So now almost near a full count. And the pitch. Foul ball right into the net. Down here at field side will get you a lot more of the natural sound of the ball game. So that'll be a foul ball. On the count there, so runner on second and first. As Cushion gets ready in for the windup. And that's a high fly ball. That will go foul. And that is right by the food truck area behind home plate. So that was a high fly ball. That one, a nice lucky souvenir for a young fan. That'll be down low for a ball for Cushing. So runner on second and first. 1 out in the inning. And Landon Dupert at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will be out number 2 on the swing and strikeout. So the first 2 outs that Cushing has recorded have been strikeouts. And that will now bring up Sion Barnett to the plate. The extra hitter for the Disco Turkeys on the night. Sorry, the extra hitter for the Statesville Owls. Statesville going with 10 batters compared to the traditional 9 that you normally see. And the pitch. Up high with the ball. And he's picked off. Oh, nope, they're going to say he's safe. Staz advances, and Kirk Cabana is going to come out of the dugout. So Cabana comes out, and he's going to have a discussion with the base umpire. As McAllister tagged Staz as he was coming into the bag, and now they're going to rule it as safe, and Cabana will walk back to the dugout. Again, not like Major League Baseball. There's no instant replay. They can't challenge the call. So the double steal works. The rare double steal will work, and that will now put a runner at third and second with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. And the fans here at Forbush High School were vocal in their displeasure with that call. Barnett comes up to the plate. And the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Gushing tips off the glove. That ball is going to roll out into center field. And Statesville will score 2 runs, and it will be 2-0. Barnett going to back into home. And he's out over at second base. Barnett getting a little greedy, trying to extend it to 2. And it will be 2-0 for the Statesville Owls. The Disco Turkeys come up to the plate for the first time next. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. And we welcome you back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. As tonight, the Carolina Disco Turkeys are now down by 2 runs to the Statesville Owls after a great play there. Even though scored 2 runs, the ball to come in from Tubbs to Barham over at catcher, then to get it back out over to Gustafson over at second to get that 3rd out. An impressive play there for Carolina to minimize the damage, and that will introduce you to the Disco Turkey lineups. It's going to be Tubbs leading off at center, Cameron Lee out in right. He's batting second. Tanner at batting third at first base. Nicholas Noto batting fourth at short. Max Gustafson at second. Jonathan Barham at catcher. Eddie McAllister at third. Batting eighth, Dino Tharp, the left fielder. And the designated hitter is Sam Fleming. And that will bring up Dion Tubbs to the plate. Tubbs comes up. Again, we apologize for a lack of a video stream tonight. And the first pitch into Tubbs will be down low for a ball right down low into the dirt. So ball 1, 1-0. And it's 2-0 for the Owls. Dion showed off his speed the other night against the Kingsmen out at LP France Stadium. Had a stolen base in the first. And then came home on the 2-run home run by Cameron Lee in the pitch. And on the outside edge, that'll be ball 2. So 2-0 count to Dion Tubbs. And then Tubbs a season ago had 30 stolen bases in the summer. So far this year, only the 1. Back down low, ball 3. So 3-0 count. All 3 balls have been in the dirt. Winds up, kicks and deals. And that will be a strike. So 3-1 count. Again, that's how this ball game started off a 3-1 count. Dion Tubbs got a line drive single into right. And that will be a base hit. And that will bring up Cameron Lee. Cameron Lee comes in. Cameron Lee from High Point University plays his collegiate ball there.
Next up, right fielder, number 25.
Cameron Lee.
Home run Lee.
He had the 2-run home run Thursday night against the Kingsmen. The first pitch will be outside for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 count to Cameron Lee. Then pick off on Tubbs over at first. He slides back to the bag. He's safe. Tubbs with a decent-sized lead. And the pitch, that will be down low for a ball. 2-0. Gage Smith, the pitcher, on the night for the Statesville Owls. Smith winds up. And that'll be down low for another ball. Gage, a pitcher from UNC Pembroke, so he's familiar with the Disco Turkey catcher Jonathan Barham, as Cameron Lee will walk, and that will put Tubbs over at second base. And brings up Tanner Bray.
Number 36. Tanner Slugger Bray.
Bray comes up to the plate, the right-handed hitter. Prime opportunity here with runner on first and second. No outs in the bottom of the first, and Bray will rip one out into the outfield. That's going to send Tubbs home. And the Disco Turkeys trim the deficit in half as Tubbs comes sliding in. And it's 2-1. 2-1, Statesville. And now Carolina only down by 1 run with still no outs in the bottom of the first. And we saw from Carolina in the opening weekend, especially in that opening night game against Greensboro, they'll get down early and then they can come right back. And that as Nicholas Noto comes up to the plate. As Smith's going to step off. He wanted to check on Lee over at second base. Lee has a decent-sized lead. And the pitch. In with the strike, so that'll be 0-1. So 0-1 count. Denoto. And the pitch. Down for a strike, 0-2. On the side looking over there down low. That will be a ball. So 1-2 count to Noto. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will be the first out of the first inning. Bottom of the first. And that will bring up Max Gustafson to the plate. Down by the cage earlier today with the Disco Turkeys. Gustafson and Aiden McAllister were kind of having a little ribbing as McAllister was kind of bragging to Gustafson about Hofstra, where he's going to be going to school in the fall, being in the NCAA tournament, in Bryant, where Gustafson will go not in the tournament. That pitch wild there by Smith advances runners up to the third and second. Nothing like a little ribbing amongst teammates, having a little bit of fun here before the game tonight. So 2-1. First pitch was a ball, wild pitch down low. That's going to be a ball two in the dirt. Did not advance very far. Not enough to advance. A good blocking job there by Howell. The alignment on Gustafson, a little bit more of a shift near left field there. So there is room out in right center for him to rip. That'll be in for a strike. On a 2-1 count. And the pitch. On the outside edge. For a ball. Ball 3. Smith gets ready. Winds up, kicks and deals, and Gustafson will be advancing 90 feet for a walk. And that will bring up Jonathan Barham. And how about this interesting dynamic here? Barham, the catcher, UNC Pembroke, taking on against Gage Smith, UNC Pembroke. So Barham might have a nice heavy advantage here in this situation. So he's the pitcher all year. He's going to know his stuff better than anybody. So this will be a very interesting matchup here. That's the beauty of summer ball. You get to see matchups you kind of really see in scrimmage. First pitch outside for a ball. Ball clipped a little bit on the outside the corner. Baltimore chopped that foul on a hard grounder. Home plate umpire is going to request 4 more baseballs. As Barham steps in, and And the week I've been watching these guys are fun to be around. Prior to the game, Barham, one of the leaders in this clubhouse. Down low on the ball. Ball 2-1. And the ball boy went out to Rand and give the umpire a ball, and a little too early. As Kurt Cabana called him back in the pitch. Down low, ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream tonight. Aiden McAllister on deck. Barham, that's going to be a line. Ripped one out to left. And that will be foul. That one was ripped down the left field line. As Barham will come back. And he got a good one. Good piece of contact there. So that'll bring the count to 2-2. Barham will walk back up to the plate. And the pitch. And Barham will walk. And the bases will be loaded for McAllister. And that will score Cameron Lee. And now this ball game's tied at 2, so Barham will be credited with an RBI.
Baseman number 7, Aiden the Alvin McAllister.
McAllister, that's going to be a high fly ball. That's going to be popped up. And that'll be caught off by Bobber, and he'll get it for the second out. And that'll bring up Dino Tharp to the plate. And
At bat, Dino, lucky 13, Tharp.
talking to Dino Tharp before the game. Talking about the outfield, I had a chance to kind of walk around. Like, there's not really much room for warning track, and he was saying, well, he was like telling me like Dion Tubbs, the center fielder, is really going to be helping him out when he kind of gets near 10 feet near the back of the wall. And tonight we wish we had a video stream for you. You walk out here, and I had a chance to kind of walk around the fencing here. There's about maybe a foot to about 8 to 10 inches of what you consider traditional warning track, but the grass runs right up to the wall, and the wall here is like a dark green, so there's not much room, and so communication tonight in the outfield will be key. As Smith winds up, and that'll be a ball. Gets away a little bit, but not enough to advance the runners. Sam Fleming on deck for the Disco Turkeys. Smith gets ready, winds up, kicks and deals. Tharp's going to hit a liner out into center field. That's going to score 1. Gufson's going to come around and score, and it will be a Disco Turkey lead. So 2 runs for Carolina as Bray and Gufson score. And the Disco Turkeys are now up 4-2. Barham advanced over to second. Tharp over at first with a 2 RBI single.
Number 44,
And that brings up Sam Fleming. Also had a chance to talk to him before today's game. And I asked him, I said, well, what's it like with like the high school field? And he kind of said, well, reminds him of playing 12 and over youth travel ball. Fleming with the stars on his bat. That'll be called for strike 1. So 0-1 count to Fleming. Thursday night we were playing up near his university at Lenore Rhyme. That was right near the ballpark in Hickory. For 2. That'll be down low, so ball 1, 1-1. Beautiful night for baseball. Great crowd on hand, and glad you're watching on YouTube, wherever you may be. Justin Zimmer here with you. As it's 2-1. And down low, ball 3. 3-1. Again, we apologize tonight. Audio only. We could not. Difficult to get a camera here set up. So here at Forbush High School, so we'll probably be audio only tonight and tomorrow. And the pitch outside, and that will be a walk for Fleming. And the Disco Turkeys have batted around in the bottom of the first. So if you're keeping score at home, you're going to have to find room on the top of your second inning scorecard. As Tubbs will make his way back to the plate. Tubbs getting the shoulder pads adjusted.
Next up, center fielder number 3, Tubbs.
So Tubbs has to get readjusted in the batter's box. And he does. First pitch is outside and a ball. Bases loaded. No runners are going to advance. Ball escape from Howell a little bit. Not enough to score a runner. So 4-2. Ball 1. Tubbs up. In with a strike. 1-1 count. 1-1 count, bottom of the first. 2 outs. Down low, that's going to be a ball. That's going to be able to advance enough to send Barham home. And it's going to be 5-2 Disco Turkeys. Barham goes home. Thorpe goes up to third. And Fleming at second. So now first base is clear. No action in the Owls bullpen. And that will clip Tubbs a little bit off the elbow pad. He'll step in though. They're not going to reward him the hit by pitch. So at-bat will continue. Kind of give you more of a description here of Forbush here at Forbush High School. Dirt infield, however, the first base and third base lines, they start out on dirt by around the plate, but then they go into grass. The remainder of the infield, though, is dirt, grass, outfield. Tubbs will rip one down left field, and it'll be called foul. Thorpe was already 3/4 of the way home. Fleming was over by third. He was getting ready to go home as Kurt Cabana was getting ready to send him. But everybody will go back. And the pitch to Tubbs. Swing and a miss. And he'll be out on the drop third strike. The Disco Turkeys bats were alive off on 5 runs. 5 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And 2 left on base. The Owls up to the plate next in the top of the second. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. And welcome back out to Forbush High School. It's time for the second inning of Disco Turkey Baseball, as Carolina puts up 5 in the bottom of the first. Kobe Cushing is ready to go, and that will bring up Ross McCurley for his first at-bat of the night. We're going to see the Statesville Owls 3 times this season. 2 up here at Forbush High School this week and this Friday night, and this Saturday, next Saturday. And then on June 18th, we're going to see him over at Truist Stadium in Winston-Salem. So the next 3 Saturdays will be the Statesville Owls on the schedule. So first pitch to McCurley was ball 1. Second pitch up high, ball 2. Again, we apologize for a lack of a video stream here where we're at here at Forbush High School down field level. Not enough room to kind of get everything set up with the camera, so we definitely apologize for a radio-style broadcast tonight. So 2-0 count. On the outside edge, 3-0 count. Cushing came back from a 3-0 count earlier in the first inning against Clary, the left fielder. Troy Clary came back from 3-0 to strike him out swinging. And the pitch from Cushing. I'll be in for a strike, 3-1. Scores 5-2, top of the second. With Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. And that'll be a strike, 3-2. So full count. And Cushing hoping to do what he did earlier in this ball game and come back from 3-0 to strike out a batter. And McCurley will advance to first base off the walk. So runner on first. No outs in the top of the second. And that'll bring up Brandon Abdallah will come up as Barham will come out and talk to Kobe Cushing. As it's kind of give him a little bit of a word of encouragement. Brandon Abdallah, utility player from Escarine College. Again, as I talked about in the open of this broadcast, a lot of the Statesville Owls JUCO guys. And that pitch will be in for strike 1. 0-1 count. Disco Turkey's infield in double play alignment. And the pitch. Swinging him at strike 2. That will put Gufferson and Noto kind of closer to the second base bag. McAllister in the normal alignment for a third baseman. Bray protecting the bag over at first. As McCurley will get another lead. And the pitch. And that'll be in for a strikeout. His third of the night. His first one looking. And that will bring up Bryson Bobber to the plate. Bobber. From Surrey Community College. As we have a beautiful glider flying right above the ballpark. And we'll check in over at first. Up high, that's a ball. Again, 5-2, top of the second. 1 out, and McClurry on first. Kobe Cushing pitching. And the pitch. High fly ball out there. That'll be deep out to right field. That's going to send Cameron Lee in. It's going to drop. And that'll advance a runner to second base. So Bobber on first. McClurry at second, and that will bring up Reed Sullivan. Sullivan, an infielder from Brunswick Community College.
At bat number 2, Reed Sullivan.
And that will change the infield alignment. Noto close to the bag over at second, about Gufson there close. So they're still going to play double play. Bray going to be in McAllister in their normal alignment for their respective position. Bray a little closer to the bag. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to bounce past short. A little trouble for Noto to grab it. And that will put another run on the board for Statesville. And it's going to be 3-5. Coach Cabana telling his infielders, telling them to get back to their position. Being field side, we can hear a little bit more of what's being communicated during the game. Try to bring that to you at home. Reed Sullivan to the plate. And that will be down low for a ball. And Cam Graham up to the plate. The 10th batter. That pitch will be in for a ball. Cam Graham from Rockingham Community College. 3-5. And the pitch. That's in for a strike. One out here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss for a strike. On a pitch upstairs, so Graham kind of swinging out there. That ball was kind of up on that top ridge. So you can see a lot of batters a lot of times will swing at that pitch. And they're going to try a double steal. But Graham kind of tips it off the back, going foul into the backstop. So that will send both runners back to their respective bases. They were going for a double steal. As Barn will readjust his mask. Great to be amongst the fans tonight here at Forbush High School. 5-3 Carolina in the top of the second. And batter will call time. So Graham will step out, readjust. And he'll come back in. Up high, that's a ball. You look at the ballpark here at Forbush High School, you have a house across the street, and it's kind of like a reminder of the Field of Dreams, if you will. The great movie, Major League Baseball put a game out there last year, but kind of a house out there in left field as Graham will strike out for out number 2. Ty Stas comes back up to the plate. Walked his first time, came around and scored.
Next up, number 2, Ty Stan.
And the Sion Barnett double. Single that was stretched out to the double got picked off though. And the first pitch. That's in for a strike, 0-1 count. And the pitch. Ground ball. Got to be off the bag there by Noto, and that will score one more run. And 2 runs scored here in the top of the second. And now the Carolina deficit, the Carolina lead has been trimmed to 1. Tough play there. Noto was trying to grab that ball off the second base bag. It deflected off, rolled into the outfield. That advanced Sullivan over to third base. Troy Clary comes back up to the plate. He was strikeout victim number 1 in the top of the first. So 5-4, top of the second. Clary at the plate. First pitch is foul. So 0-1. And the pitch. Down low, that's a ball. Bounces up on by Barham, and that will send Staz back over to second base on the defensive indifference. So runner on second and third. 2 outs in the top of the second. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream. That pitch is a strike. That one comes in a little bit, so 1-1 count. Sorry, 1-2. And the pitch. High fly ball. That's going to be out to right field. Lee will grab it near the foul line, and that will be enough to end the inning. Statesville responds with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. The Disco Turkeys back up to the plate next. When we come back, you're listening to Disco Turkeys Baseball on YouTube. And welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube as A.J. Lewis heading over to first base as Cameron Lewis getting a couple of swings, kind of rolling back to back there. Lewis had to step back a little bit as Cameron Lee comes up. He was walked first time up here in the bottom of the second inning. Carolina up by 1. 5-4. Statesville came back in the second inning, scored 2. Smith first pitch down low for a ball, 1-0. Cameron Lee wearing number 25 for the Turkeys. Disco Turkeys, and the pitch. Up. And they're going to say that clipped him. Lee trying to move out of the ball as that was coming in, but he will get credit with the hit by pitch. And he advances over to first base. The Disco Turkey, Statesville getting arm warming up in the bullpen. Edmund Kayako from Rockingham Community College, he's warming up as that first pitch in down low for a ball. So we'll see how much longer they want to roll with Smith as Lee runs back to first on the pickoff attempt. And that will bring up Tanner Bray. First pitch. That'll be a strike. 1-1. So 1-1 count. And the pitch. Pop fly. That's going to be out. And it will be grabbed there by Beber. And that will be out number 1. Multiple bodies coming in trying to grab it, but Beber will call everybody else off to get the out. And that'll be the first out of the bottom of the second. Brings up Nicholas Noto. 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in the first inning. Again, Disco Turkeys batted around in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. Down low for a ball. 1-0. And this is where the Disco Turkeys practice. They were having a little fun yesterday with the YouTube streamer Bros versus Pros. They had a little fun yesterday. As Noto will hit a high fly ball out to center field. That's going to drop right in front of Abdullah. The lead will get picked off on the 9-2 fielder's choice. So that will be out number 2. And that will bring up Gustafson, who had a walk, came around and scored first time up. And Gustafson comes up batting lefty. Down low for a ball. That's going to be enough to advance Noto to second base on the indifference there. And so now the Disco Turkeys will have a runner in scoring position. So 5-4 off the wild pitch. Ball kind of bounced in the dirt. Smith gets ready. Winds up to Gustafson. Down low for a ball. 2-0. Gustafson, his first at-bat, walked. Barnum up on deck. Talking to a fan right now as he getting his warm-up swings in. As Gustafson gets ready. And the pitch. In for a strike. 2-1. So 2-1 count. And the pitch. Down low for a ball. 3-1. And the pitch. Up high, and Gustafson will be advancing over to first base. His second walk of the night. Walked in the first, and that will bring up Jonathan Barnum. Barnum walked, first time up.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Jonathan Barham.
As Barham comes up, runner on first and second. We'll be seeing Smith again, his teammate at UNC Pembroke. And the pitch in ball 1. With McAllister on deck. Swing and a miss, 1-1 count. Power swing right there. As Barham will step out, readjust. And the pitch. That's in for a strike. 1-2. Barham getting ready to rip. And the pitch. Down low, that's a ball. So 2-2 count. On the outside edge. Ball 3, full count. So 3-2. 3-2. 2 outs. Top of second, down low for a ball. And that'll be a walk for Barham. And the runners will now Noto and Gustafson on third and second. And I'll bring up Aiden McAllister. As we're going to have a mound visit here, and that will be the end of the day for Gage Smith. So his day's done, and that will bring in Edmund Kayoko for the Statesville Owls. When we come back, Kayoko will pitch to Aiden McAllister here in the top of the second, 5-4 with 2 outs. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. And we're welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Edmund Kayoko, he'll make his appearance on the mound from Rockingham Community College. So he inherits 2 outs, runners on second and third, those being Gustafson and Barham. Actually, bases loaded. They're Noto, Gustafson, and Barham. So bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the second. That's up high to McAllister for a ball. And the pitch. Another pitch outside. Coach Kurt Cabana telling Aiden McAllister he has the green light. Telling him to pick a spot and let it rip, and that pitch is going to be up high for a walk. And McAllister will get an RBI off the walk. And now it's Carolina 6-2, bases loaded. In the top of the second with 2 outs. And that brings up Dino Thorpe. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. So 5-4. That pitch in on a breaking ball. 0-2. And the pitch. Up high, that's a ball. It's going to escape from Howell. Not enough, though. Does not really go far enough for any runners to advance. So 1-2. Bottom of the second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the pitch. Baltimore chop foul. Count remains at 1-2. So 1-2 count. That pitch up high, 2-2. So 2-2 count. And that's a high fly ball. That's going to be out to left field. And that's going to drop right in front of Clary. And that's going to score 2 more Disco Turkeys. And now Carolina's up 7-4. Govson and Barham come around home. McAllister now at second. Thorpe over at first, and that will bring up Sam Fleming. Fleming in his first at bat with a walk.
44, Sam Fleming.
And so Carolina has scored 3 in this inning. And the pitch. McAllister advancing to third. Off the strike. And so McAllister over at third on a defensive indifference. For those, that means the catcher and the defense did not respond. So it's going to be 7-4. Runner on first and third at the corners. Fleming at the plate. Strike 2, 0-2. That one a little more on the inside edge. Seven, 4, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. That pitch up high. 1-2. So 1-2 count. Pitch to Fleming. Down low ball, 2-2. Fleming gets ready. And the pitch, and that will be a pickoff attempt. He'll be safe. So 7-4. And the pitch. Up high, full count, 3-2. Coach Kirk Cabana telling Dino Tharp over at first that he's got to go home and to get a head start. And the pitch to Fleming. Up high, and that one worked. And that will be a walk. And the bases loaded will be again for Deion Tubbs. And Carolina's in a position to really open this game wide open as Tubbs walks up to the plate. And Carolina on pace for its second inning where all 9 batters have batted. 2 outs. Tubbs ended the first inning with a strikeout after getting a single to lead off the bottom of the first. First pitch, a strike. 0-1 count. Howell got up. Checked, threw over to third. McAllister did not move. And the pitch. Up high, 1-1. So 1-1 count. That'll be inside for a strike. 1-2. And the pitch, and that will be a strikeout, and that will conclude matters in the bottom of the second. But the Disco Turkeys add 3 more on to their lead. When we come back, top of the third, Statesville up next. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Brand new pitcher for the Carolina Disco Turkeys here as we begin the top of the third with the score at 8-4. Simon Lewell, he'll make an appearance here on the mound from Wake Forest University. His teammates, the Demon Deacons, right now up in College Park, Maryland, in the NCAA tournament. They had a field day today against the Long Island Sharks, and their second game of the tournament. Long Island lost to Maryland last night by a final score of 24-2, so that was an offensive showcase by the Terps. Pitch outside, ball one. To Caden Howell. And the pitch. And a strike, so 1-1. And that will be 1-1 count. Pitch upstairs. That'll be ball two, 2-1. And the top of the second. The Owls got 2 runs to make the steps at a 4. Ball 3 up high. Over now to Caden Howell. So 8-4. And the pitch. 3-1 count. High fly ball. That will be going to be running over for Diana Bray. Gets it right near the inside wall by first base. And that'll be out number 1. There is some fencing along the foul lines here. And the outfielder's got about, if I had to guess, about 10 to 15 feet of room for foul balls and internal net up there. So you're not going to see anybody grabbing over to grab the ball, but you have about 10 to 15 feet of room before you face about a 5-foot, maybe 5.5-foot fence. Llewellyn, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. To Landon Dupert. And the pitch. And that hits him off the elbow. And he will walk over to first. And Barnett will come up with a runner over at first. And they'll bring up Barnett to the plate. A.J. Lewis will come out, bring out more baseballs.
Next up, number 27, Scotty Dickman.
Barnett comes up. First pitch, up high, ball 1. So 1-0 count, 1 out in the top of the third inning. And the pitch. That ball will be foul into the netting behind home plate. 1-1. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream. So 1-1. And the pitch. High fly ball. That's going to be out to about right center. And a good grab there by Lee. He goes back over to first to Bray. As Dupert had a decent-sized lead. But he gets back just in time. So 2 outs in the top of the third with Ross McCurley up to the plate.
The batter's third baseman, number 6, Ross McCurley.
McCurley comes up. McCurley on the night. With a walk, so this will be no official at bat for average. Count it. And the first pitch. Up high, ball 1. So ball 1, 1-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 1-1 count. For a lead in the pitch. On the outside edge, ball 2. So 2-1 count. And the pitch. Down low, ball 3. Barham gets back just in time. Though Jupiter over at first did not advance. So 3-1 count. 2 outs. Stop of the 3rd inning. Ross McCurley at the plate, 3-1. Carolina leads 8-4. And the pitch. On the outside edge, that'll be a walk. And that'll send Brendan Abdi up to the plate.
The batter's number 14, Brendan Abdallah.
Abdallah comes up. Two outs. Runner in scoring position in Dupert. Runner at first, McCurley. Abdallah comes up. He struck out his first at bat. And the first pitch up high, ball 1. And A.J. Lewis will run out for a mound visit. The pitching coach for the Disco Turkeys. Run out, give him a pep talk. So runner on second and first here, so base open at third. But 2 outs in the inning. And now Carolina will be charged with their first mound visit of the night. So 1-0. 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Carolina up 8-4. Brennan Abdallah, the batter. And the pitch. Up high, ball 2. So 2-0 count. Inside. Strike. 2-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2. So 2-2. Llewellyn winds up, kicks and deals. And that'll be ruled ball 3 on the corner. So 3-2 full count with 2 outs. And I'll be up high for a walk. So bases will be loaded for Bryson Beber.
Next up, number 9, Bryson Beber.
As Beber comes up. So bases loaded, force at any base. First pitch to Beber will be down low for ball 1. So down low, ball 1. And the pitch. That'll be a strike. 1-1 count. And the pitch. On the outside edge, ball 2. 2-1. And the pitch. Foul ball. 1-2. A.J. Lewis will come out, hand out a couple more balls to the umpire. So the count now at 1-2, 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. For out number 3. Disco Turkeys escape a bases loaded situation. When we come back, the Turkey bats up to the plate X in the bottom of the 3rd. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. And welcome back to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. As leading off for the Carolina Disco Turkeys is Cameron Lee. Lee comes up to the plate. Already 2 appearances at the plate today. A walk and a hit by pitch, so no official at-bat recorded. First pitch will be in for strike 1 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Carolina up by 4 runs, and the bats have really been working tonight. So 0-1 count. The second pitch from Kaihiro up high for a 1-2 to Cameron Lee. And the framing job by Howell on the pitch. Try to lower it a bit for a strike, but it'll be ruled ball 2, so 2-2 count. And the pitch from Lee. Swing and a miss, foul tip. So the at-bat will continue. New ball out for Kaihiro. So 2-2. Umpire will clean the plate. Lee will step out, adjust the socks, adjust everything there. And the pitch. Up high for a ball. Full count. 3-2. So 3-2, no outs. Leadoff batter Lee. It's Lee, Bray, and Noto due up in the top of 3rd, and they're going to rule out a strike. And Lee will be struck out. for out number 1. And that will bring up Tanner Bray. Bray had a single in his first appearance. Flew out to first base in the second inning. So 3 at-bats, 3 appearances. And the pitch. And that'll be a strike going 1. And the second pitch, strike 2. So both pitches have been looking. And one thing that the Owls have not been able to do tonight is send down the disco turkeys 1, 2, 3. And the pitch from Kara up high. That will be a ball. 1 and 2. Change for a new baseball, and that will be a 1-2 count. Bases are empty here in the bottom of the third inning. And that'll be a foul ball. Keeps the bat alive at 1-2. Owls manager Ken Sutton runs out, grabs that ball, brings it back into the dugout. So 1-2. On the outside edge, 2 and 2. A couple of Owls thought that pitch was good and they wanted to vocalize it. So 2 and 2. That pitch from Kyler up high, ball 3. Full count. This has been a situation that the Owls have found themselves in a lot tonight. Full counts. That pitch up high for ball 4. So that will send Bray to first base, and the Disco Turkeys' streak of getting at least one base runner on the base paths continues. Noto comes up. Struck out in the first inning, then reached on the fielder's choice in the second.
That is the shortstop, number 37, Nicholas Noto.
And now Noto will have a runner on first this time. High fly ball. That is deep out to center field. Stas has got it. And that ball will be bounced right in front of the wall. And Nicholas Noto with the double. So runner on second and third with 1 out.
Next up, second base.
And Max Gustafson comes up.
Max Gustafson.
Prime RBI opportunity. Again, as I mentioned a little bit ago, there is no real warning track out here. It's about a little bit of gravel as first pitch up high on the pitch out. Bray slides back into third base, so ball 1, 1-0. So 1-0 count. Second pitch up high, ball 2. 2-0. So 2-0 count to Gustafson. And the pitch. And I'll be in for 2-1. Prime RBI opportunity here to make this game a 6-run lead. Gustafson foul ball. 2-2. Barham on deck for the Disco Turkeys. So 2-2. And the pitch. Up high, and Gustafson really had to move out of there. Goes down, so 3-2. And that pitch was really up high and full count. And the pitch. Fly ball, that will be foul. And that one right by the bathrooms behind home plate. So 3-2. And the pitch to Gufson. Ground ball. Going to be fielded over by Sullivan at second for the second out, but that will score Tenebray. And it's 9-4, Disco Turkeys. Jonathan Barham comes up.
At bat, the catcher, number 20.
That advanced Nicholas Noda over to third base, so Barham comes up. 2 outs, runner on third. And Carolina up by 5, 9-4. First pitch outside, ball 1. And the pitch. Upstairs, ball 2, 2-0. So 2-0 count to Barham. Barham so far, first 2 plate appearances has been walked. So 2-0, 9-4. And the pitch down low, ball 3, 3-0. So 3-0 count. So 3-0. Up high, and that's going to be a walk. And that'll bring up Aiden McAllister to plate. McAllister, 2 plate appearances, a flyout and a walk. And that will signal, we'll see what they want to do here. Kane Sonny walks out to the mound. Jalen Kayoko, we'll see what happens, and it'll be a pitching change there. Disco Turkeys up by 5 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. When we come back, Aiden McAllister, you're listening to Disco Turkeys Baseball on YouTube. And welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Again, we apologize for no video stream tonight, as right now the new pitcher in for the Statesville Owls, number 36. We do not have a 36 on the roster that we were provided, so that livens things up a little bit. McAllister comes in into a situation here. Runner on first, 2 out. Runner on first and third, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle, and that'll be tapped on there by Sullivan, and that ends matters in the bottom of the 3rd. When we come back, Statesville back up to the plate. Sullivan, Graham, and Staz. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. As right now up to the plate is Reed Sullivan. Sullivan comes up, first at bat, single. So it's the 9-10-1 due up for the Statesville Owls. First pitch to Sullivan will be in for ball one. Again, as I mentioned, Statesville going with the rare 10th hitter as Sion Barnett is the extra hitter. So that pitch up high, ball two. 2-0. And the pitch. Ground ball. McAllister to Bray. And that's going to be out number one. So that brings up Cam Graham. He struck out in his first at-bat in the first inning. So one out. Carolina leads 9-4.
At bat number 14, Brandon Abdallah.
Abdallah comes up. And seems there's been a change. They're going to move Abdallah to the 10 hole. Foul ball, first pitch, strike one. Abdallah on the night. A strikeout and a walk. 0 for 1. That pitch up high. Ball two. So 2-1. So 2-1 count to Abdallah. They moved him from the 5 hole to the 10 hole. So 2-1. They did not announce a change to us, so that will be a 2-1 count. And the pitch from Llewellyn. Swing and a miss. Strike two. So 2-2. So 2-2 count, one out. In the top of the fourth inning. Swing and a miss. And that will be out number two.
Correction. Now batting number 2, Ty Stan.
And that brings up Ty Staz to the plate. Staz on the night. A walk and a single in the second. And Carolina one out away from their first 1-2-3 inning. Llewellyn, first pitch. That's going to be a fly ball. That's going to be out to center field. And that's going to drop in front of Tubbs and Noto for a single. And that will bring up Troy Clary up to the plate. So runner on first, 2 outs in the top of the fourth.
At bat number 13, Troy Clary.
As Clary comes up, first pitch. Foul ball. That one back behind the batting cages on the third base dugout. So 0-1. Pitch on the outside edge, ball one. 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike two, 1-2. And the pitch down low. Ball two, 2-2. So 2-2 count. And the pitch. Fly ball out to left field. It's got to drop at the wall. Tubbs will grab it. And that's going to score one for Statesville. as Clary will get a double. And now it's 5-9, Carolina. So a 2-out double RBI for Clary brings this game within 4 runs. So 9-5 in the top of the 4th with 2 outs.
Now batting number 3, the catcher, Caden Howell.
Brings up Caden Howell. So Howell comes up. First pitch to him will be up high for a ball, 1-0. Clary over on second. And the pitch. Down low, ball 2. So 2-0 count to Caden Howell. Now it's going to be a strike, 2-1. Howell at the plate. Down low, ball 3. 3-1. Again, the Disco Turkeys will be back out here at Forbush High School tomorrow, taking on the Morrisville Cardinals. First pitch scheduled for 1 o'clock. We'll come on the air at 12:45 with the pregame show. 3-1. And that's going to be a foul ball. Line on plate. So 9-5. Full count to Caden Howell. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And that'll be down low, and that'll be a walk for Howell. And that will bring up Landon Dubert to the plate.
The batter's number 35, the DH, Landon Dubert.
And the pitch. Strike 1. Second pitch up high, ball 1, 1-1. So 1-1 count. And the pitch. Down low, ball 2. Ball's going to escape Barham. And that was going to put runners on third and second on the wild pitch. So runner on third and second. Dubert at the plate, 2 outs, 5-4. Sorry, 9-5. In the 4th inning, ground ball. Bray will grab that over at first. So 9-5, top of the 4th. 2-2 count to Landon Dubert, 2 outs. So it's, and right now, runner on third and second. Lewell winds up, kicks and deals. Down low, ball 3. 3-2. Line drive out to center field. Tubbs gets it. Got to come home to home. Barham tags out. Claire, and that times out Howell. And that will conclude matters in the top of the fourth, as Statesville only escapes with one. Back with more baseball right after this. You're listening to Carolina Disco Turkeys Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Dino Tharp up at the plate. Tharp on the night so far, 2 for 2, 2 singles, and the first and the second.
Leading off for your Disco Turkeys, center fielder. Correction, left fielder, number 13, Dino Tharp.
As Tharp steps out of the box, readjusts, comes back in. Tharp, Fleming, and Tubbs in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch up high, ball one. Second pitch up high, ball two. Two one count. As that pitch came in on the inside, 2-1. 9-6 in the bottom of the fourth inning. Down low, ball three. 3-1. Three-one count to Dino Tharp. 2 for 2 on the night. Swing and a miss, foul tip, strike two. 3-2. Sam Fleming on deck. And the pitch. Foul ball. Right back into the net behind home plate. 3-2. And the pitch. Fly ball. Over by first base and Beber, and he will get it for the first out. That will bring up Sam Fleming to the plate. Out number one.
Batting the DH, Sam Fleming.
As umpire will talk to the press box. And the first pitch to Fleming. Strike one. 0-1 count. And the pitch. High fly ball. That is out to about right field. And that's going to drop right in front of Abdullah for a single. And that will bring up Dion Tubbs.
Next up, center fielder, number 3, Dion Tubbs.
Tubbs will come out. 1 out. Tubbs on the night, a single and a strikeout. So 1 for 2. First pitch down low, ball 1. 1-0 count. And the pitch. Foul ball into the net behind home plate. 1-1. So 1-1. And the pitch. Down low ball 2. 2-1. So 2-1 count. To Dion Tubbs. And the pitch. Now be in for a strike. 2-2. (9-6) Carolina Disco Turkeys against the Statesville Owls. Count 2-2 to Dion Tubbs with 1 out. And they're going to check on Fleming over at first. And Fleming dives back just in time. So 2-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be a line drive over and a double play. And that, as Fleming was a couple steps away from the bag, Weber was able to go out, touch it, and that will be that will conclude matters in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. No runners left on base. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube.
number
And welcome
37,
back
Scotty
to Disco
Knight.
Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Top of the fifth inning for Carolina. Simon Llewellyn back out for his third inning of work. And it's going to be Bartlett, McCurley, and Abdullah. We'll see what they do there with Abdullah as he batted last inning in the top of the fourth for Cody Graham in the 10th spot. So we'll see how, if they're going to put Graham in the 5-hole, but we'll see what happens then. First pitch from Llewellyn down to Barnett is down low. Ball 1, 1-0. Now next pitch over to Bartlett, over to short and Noto, and that will be out number 1 on a 6-3 groundout. And that will bring up Ross McCurley. McCurley on the night, 2 walks, a run scored, but no official at bat for average. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning as McCurley steps in.
At bat number 6, Ross McCurley.
First pitch from Llewellyn. Line drive single out into left. Over there by Thorpe, and that will be runner on. And that will bring up Brandon Abela. 2 strikeouts and a walk. He batted in the 4th inning for Graham.
The batter's number 14, Brandon Abdallah.
Again, summer collegiate baseball, so anything goes. Decent size lead for McCurley over at first. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. And the pitch, ground ball. Over to Gufson over at second. He's going to tap the bag. And they're going to rule it an out, so a 4U fielder's choice. As Gufson just tapped the bag.
The batter's number 9.
And that will make it 2 outs in the top of the 5th. 4U stands for 4 unassisted. Bryson Beber comes up to the plate. Beber on the night, a single and a strikeout, 1 for 2. With 2 outs in the top of the 5th. And the pitch. Up high, ball 1. Ball 1, 1-0. 1-0 count. And the pitch. Foul ball right back into the netting, 1-1. Carolina up by 3, 9-6 in the top of the 5th inning. First 2 innings of this ballgame were electric for both sides as the offense really was going. Pitch down low, ball 2, 2-1, escapes Barham. Doesn't advance too far for Abdullah to advance to second, so 2-1 count. So 2-1, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Beber up at the plate. And the pitch. That'll be a strike, so 2-2. Llewellyn came in relief of Kobe Cushing. So 2-2 and the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. And it's going to be off Gustafson's elbow. So Beber gets the first. Abdullah over at second. And brings up Reed Sullivan. Graham this time on deck. Didn't bat last inning. They had Abdullah do it. So 2 outs. And the pitch. Up high, ball 1. So 1-0. To Reed Sullivan. 9-6, top of the fifth. Pitch up high, ball 2. 2-0. And the pitch from Llewellyn down to Sullivan, ball 3. 3-0. Carolina in the third inning had bases loaded. They were able to escape with 3 left on base. So 3-0 count. Now be in for a strike, 3-1. Nope, they're going to call it a ball. Look like a strike from here. And the bases will be loaded. So Carolina had this situation a couple innings ago. They were able to escape bases with the bases loaded from Statesville without allowing a run, as A.J. Lewis, the pitching coach, will come out to the mound to discuss strategy. We'll see what Carolina, if they want to make a pitching change here. Looks like it will not be. It'll be just a simple mound visit. Go over strategy of what they want to do. So the bases loaded will allow a force at any base. And the umpire will come out to break up the mound meeting as A.J. Lewis will walk back to the dugout. So bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the fifth, as Carolina has used its third mound visit of the night. As Abdallah comes back up to the plate. He was up earlier this inning with the 40, so he's now on second. They put a pinch runner in. And a weird scoring situation there, so strike 1. So Beber up at second. Off the walk, so that will be Abdallah. So first pitch to him. Strike 1. So 0-1 count, Llewellyn. That pitch outside for a ball. And that one escaped Barham a little bit. He was able to, didn't advance too far for the runners to advance. So 1-1 count, 2 outs in the top of the fifth. So 1-2. And the pitch outside for a ball. So full count. 3-2. No, I'm probably going to say 2-2. Scoreboard at 3-2. So 2-2 count. That pitch outside. That will make the count full. 3-2. So 3-2, full count. Bases loaded. Top of the fifth. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Carolina escapes another bases loaded situation. 2 times bases loaded has been with 2 outs. Carolina has escaped both times. Disco Turkey bats back up to the plate next. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Carolina up 9-6 as Carolina, that last half inning, escaped another bases loaded jam by Statesville. And now the Disco Turkey bats back up to the plate. New pitcher in for Statesville. It's number 1, Jack Weaver. First pitch in, strike 1. To Cameron Lee. Lee on the night. 2 walks and a strikeout. First pitch to him was in for strike 1. Weaver winds up, kicks and deals. Now it's going to be a foul ball, as that one bounced off the plate, so 0-2 to Lee. It's Lee, Bray, and Noto due up for the Disco Turkeys here in the bottom half of the 5th. Lee steps out. So 0-2 count. And the pitch. Down low, ball 1, 1-2. So 1-2 count. 9-6 in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout looking. And Lee goes down for the first out of the bottom of the 5th, and that will bring up Tanner Bray. And Bray comes up. 2 hits on the night, 2 for 3, with a pop out to first in the bottom of the 2nd. Down low, ball 1, 1-0. And the pitch. Down low, ball 2, 2-0 count. And the pitch. Line drive. That's going to be fair. And that's going to be a base hit. That'll be stretched into a double for Tanner Bray. And that'll bring up Nicholas Noto. And the first pitch to Noto, down low, ball 1. 1-0. Max Gufferson up on deck. Noto a double last inning. Last at bat in the 3rd. Vance on the fielder's choice in the 2nd. Struck out in the 1st, so 1 for 3 on the night. That pitch in for strike. Ball 1, 1-1. So 1-1 count to Noto. Down low, ball 2, and that's going to be enough to advance Bray over to third base. So Noto comes up as darkness is beginning to set upon Forbush High School. Nice, pretty blue evening sky. Above 2-1. That pitch off the pad of the catcher will be 3-1. And Statesville not carrying a deep bullpen tonight. Gufferson on deck. Barham in the hole. So 3-1. So 9-6. Runner in prime position in Tanner Bray to extend this lead back out to 4. 3-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count at 3-2. Off the foul tip. So 3-2 count. And the pitch. And that's going to be a punch out for Noto, as he thought it was a walk. And that'll be 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll bring up Max Gufson. Gufson on the night, 2 walks and a ground out. So 0 for 1 officially. As Gustafsson comes up. And the pitch. In, strike 1. 0-1 count. To Gustafsson. And the pitch. Up high, that's a ball. Going to check on the runner over at third. He does not advance, so it'll be 1-1. So 1-1 count. Up high, ball 2, 2-1. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3. So 3-1 count. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Gustafsson up at the plate. Barham on deck. Followed by McAllister in the hole. And the pitch. Gustafsson going to line one out into center off the glove of Sullivan. So error for Sullivan, and that will put Gustafsson up on base. Bray comes home, and it's going to be 10-4. Disco Turkeys. Barham comes up.
At the catcher, number 20, Jonathan Barham.
So Jonathan Barham comes up. 10-6. Strike 1 to Barham. Pitch on the outside end, strike 1. Down low, ball 1, 1-1. 1-1 count. Pitch, high fly ball by Barham, out to left. And that will be grabbed there by Clary. So that will conclude matters in the 5th inning. Carolina scores 1, leaves 1 on base. You're listening to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. New pitcher on for the Disco Turkeys as we begin the top of the 6th, and it's Jordan Fisher out of Appalachian State in the Sun Belt Conference. As Fisher will warm up, we'll see if there's any other changes, and there appears to not be. As Fisher warms up, we'll give you his line from his season out at App State. So Fisher comes in. No other changes around him. Fisher is the third pitcher on the night for the Disco Turkeys. And it's going to be Sullivan leading off for
Statesville, number 2,
as Ty Stas will lead off. So they're going to go top of the order, 1, 2, 3. Umpire coming out as the Disco Turkeys are having a little mound visit before the inning starts. And not going to rule a ball, so Barham and the umpire will have a nice little chat as they head back to home plate. And that will bring up Ty Stas. Stas on the night. A walk and 2 singles. First pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the foul tip. To 0-1 count. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream. We'll hope to get this on tomorrow night. 10-6, and that's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 count. So 10-6 here. 0-2 count. Fisher looks for the sign. Shaking off Barham's call, waiting. Gets one he likes, and Stas will call time. 10-6. And the pitch. Ground ball. Over. A little trip up there by Bray. But he'll get him out as Stas slides in to first base. Still not going to be enough, and that'll be 1 out here in the top of the 6th.
As a reminder, the Disco Turkey merchandise stand will be closing at the end of this inning.
Troy Clary comes up to the plate.
Now batting number 13, left fielder Troy Clary.
As Clary comes up. Fisher wanted a new ball. He'll get one. Clary on the night, a double. So 1 for 3 through 3 at bats. And the pitch, up high, ball 1. So 1-0 count. And the pitch now to Clary. Down low, ball 2, 2-0. And a pitch. Down low, ball 3, 3-0. So 3-0 count. In for a strike, 3-1. So 3-1 count. And a swing and a miss, 3-2. So full count to Troy Clary. So 3-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to be a strikeout for Fisher, his first of the night. And that'll be out number 2 in the top of the 6th. And that brings up Caden Howell. 2 walks and a fly out to third base on a foul ball. So 0 for 1 on the night. The Disco Turkeys again back in action tomorrow, taking on the Mooresville Crickets as they have rechanged their name from the Cardinals. We'll come on the air at 12:45. First pitch in, strike 1. So it will be a 1 o'clock start tomorrow, our first day game of the year. We'll have a couple day games on Sundays throughout the season. Ball 1. They're going to call that a strike. 0-2. So the Mooresville Crickets will come in tomorrow afternoon. We'll come on the air at, again, 12:45 here on YouTube. We'll see if we'll get a video up. If not, we'll be back to audio only tomorrow. So 0-2. And that will be pitch on the outside edge. Ball 1-2. So 1-2 count. Ten to 6 in the top of the 6. 4-run ball game. And the pitch. Down low, that's going to be a ball. 2-2. So 2-2. Carolina up by 4 runs. And the pitch. Up high, ball 3. 3-2. Fisher gets ready, wearing the number 42, and the pitch. Kicks and deals. That's going to be a foul ball. Behind the press box. The baseball side heading towards the football sides. Again, the press box here at Forbush High School. One side faces the baseball stadium where we're at, and then the other side faces the football stadium, which is right behind us. And the pitch, ground ball over to Gustafson over at second, or to first, and that concludes batters in the top of the 6th. So 1-2-3 inning, the first of the night for Carolina. The Disco Turkey bats back up to the plate next. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. And now, as we welcome you back to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Bottom of the 6th inning here tonight as Carolina is up by a score of 10 to 6. And it's going to be the bottom of the order for the Disco Turkeys, McAllister, Tharp, and Fleming. As Carolina up by 4 runs. So McAllister comes up. No hits on the night, 0 for 2 with a walk, which he came around and scored a run. So McAllister, Tharp, and Fleming. First pitch to McAllister will be low, ball 1. So 1-0 count. And the pitch. Down low, ball 2. So 2-0 count. And the pitch from Fisher. That'll be a fly ball foul on the first base side. So 2-1 to McAllister. So 2-1 and the pitch down low. Ball 3. So 3-1 count. And the pitch. Foul ball
Fans be sure to visit the
behind the
concession
press
stand
box.
located behind
3-2.
the press box. Or in front of the press box.
And the pitch. And that's going to be a walk for McAllister, his second walk of the night. And that'll bring up Dino Thorpe. Thorpe 2 for 3, 2 singles, and a fly out to first base. So
Next up, left fielder number 13, Dino Thorpe.
McAllister over on first. First pitch. High fly ball deep out to left field. Clary had to go back to the wall. He gets it, though, and that'll be out number 1.
Now batting
So Fleming comes up to the plate.
number 44, Sam Fleming.
So 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, that brings up Sam Fleming. Fleming on the night, 2 walks and a single. So 1 for 1. The 2 walks don't count for an official at bat. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So 1 count. The pitch. Foul ball. 0-2. Bottom 6. And the pitch. Down low, ball 1. 1-2. And the pitch. Up high for a ball. So 2-2 count. And the pitch. That's a foul ball. Behind, so 2-2 count. Fleming still alive. Runner on first in McAllister. So 2-2. And the pitch. Foul ball. So Fleming's still staying alive. He's working through the count. Fleming steps out. So 2-2. 10-6 here in the bottom of the 6th. Pick off a tempo to first. McAllister slides back in safe. 2-2. So 2-2 count remains. 10-6, bottom of the 6th. Carolina up by 4. Fleming swing and a miss after a great at bat for him. Though ends with a sad ending, though. So 2 outs. And that will bring up Dion Tubbs. Tubbs on the night, a single,
Next up,
a strikeout, and a line out. Double play, so 1 for 3. And the pitch. Up high, strike 1, though. Tubbs doesn't agree with the call. He'll re-step back in. So 10-6. So walk, as they're going to walk back. So 10-6. And the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. 1-1. 1-1 count. So 1-1. Pitch on the outside edge. So 2-1. Fisher looks into the dugout for the sign. He winds up, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And that'll be 2-2. Fisher looks for a sign he wants. Shakes off his catcher. He gets what he wants. And the pitch. Up high, ball 3. So full count. So 3-2. Carolina up by 4, 10-6 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. Foul ball. 3-2. So count remains full. Cameron Lee on deck for the Disco Turkeys. So full count. And a pitch. Foul ball. Went down the line at first and then heading towards that fence along the first base side. And the pitch up high, and that's going to be a walk for Tubbs. And that'll send Cameron Lee back up to the plate. Lee, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks, 0 for 2 on the night. Lee up to the plate. Cameron Lee, first pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. One in the pitch down, next pitch down low, ball 1. 1-1 count.
batters number 25, right fielder Cam Lee.
So 1-1 count. And the pitch. And a strike now. 1-2. So 1-2 count. And he steps off. Comes back, so 1-2. And the pitch. Foul tip, and that one's going to be foul. So umpire will request for more baseballs. Cameron Lee is alive in the count still. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. So 1-2. And the pitch. High fly ball up by Cameron Lee. That ball out to right field. But that will be caught right at the wall by Abdallah. So in the bottom of the 6th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. Brand new pitcher in for Carolina. It's Holden Biffle. Incoming freshman heading to DePaul University out near Indianapolis. Dupert, Barnett, and McCurley due up for the Carolina Disco Turkeys. Sorry, for Statesville Owls. First pitch, strike 1. So 0-1. And the pitch. Foul ball right back into the net. 0-2 count to Dupert. Dupert on the night. 1 for 3. A single, a fielder's choice, and a strikeout. His evening, 0-2 to Dupert. And the pitch. And that's going to be a foul tip by Dupert. As the Disco Turkey mascot, Boogie, here on the third base side, interacting with the fans. Again, we apologize for no video stream tonight. So 0-2 count. The pitch, ground ball. That's going to be over to Bray over at first. He'll tap the bag, and that will be out number 1 in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Barnett. Barnett on the night, 0 for 2. With a single that he tried to stretch to a double in the first. It was called out. So right there, 1 out. First pitch. Down low, ball 1. So 1-0. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 count. And the pitch. Foul ball right back in the net. So 2-1. So 2-1 count. And the pitch. Foul ball off the leg. So 2-2. So 2-2 count. And the pitch. And that's going to be ruled ball 3. They thought, and the disco turkeys thought it was a strike as that ball came in a little bit. So 3-2. And the pitch. And that hits him off the elbow. And runner will go to first. And that'll bring up McCurley. McCurley on the night. 1 for 1 with 2 walks.
The batter's number 6, Ross McCurley.
And that'll put the disco turkeys in double play alignment. And the pitch. High fly ball. That is deep out to left field. And Tharp gets it right at the wall for 2 outs. And that'll bring up Brandon Abada to the play. And that was a deep fly ball. That one could have gone out of here. And he had to go right back to the track. And how very little, as I was going to mention earlier on. I talked to Dino about that earlier today. And he told me, he's like, well, there's not much room. And he said, well, he's going to rely a lot on Dion Tubbs to kind of help him out, at least with like trying to manage like the space. And that one was really far back there. First pitch to Abdallah is foul. For strike 1. And the pitch. Up high, ball 1. 1-1 count. So 1-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Got to go over to check over at second, and that's going to be a stolen base for Barnett. So now 1-2. And the top of the 7th. Abdallah. Ready to go. So 1-2 count. 2 outs. And the pitch. Down low. Ball 2. So 2-2. And a pitch. Ground ball. Over to short. Great grab over there by Noto, and he gets it Bray over to first. And it's time to stretch from Yadkinville. Carolina up 6-10. Carolina up 10-6. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. New pitcher for the Statesville Owls. It's Alec Yount. And the Disco Turkeys will be Bray, Noto, and Gustafson here in the bottom of the 7th. Yount comes in, an infielder from Catawba Valley Community College. And so the Disco Turkeys' night continues, and now a 4-run lead. Tanner Bray will go up first. Bray on the night. 3 for 4. 2 singles and a double. And he'll lead off the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Disco Turkeys, first baseman, number 36, Tanner Bray.
As Bray comes up to the plate. First pitch for Bray. Down low, ball 1. That ball really bounced in the dirt, but as soon as it did, it bounced about almost up the netting. So ball 1. So 1-0 count to Bray. And the pitch. Down low, ball 2. So 2-0. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream. They're going to call that a strike. So it's going to be 2-1. So 2-1 count. So 2-1 to Tanner Bray. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be 2-2. And the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. Old and Biffle now heading into the stands. Gonna sit down, do a little pitch velocity count with the gun there. Down low, ball 3, 3-2. So 3-2. Foul ball. That ball head into the first base dugout. The occupants tonight, the Statesville Owls. So 3-2. So full count to Tanner Bray. The pitch up high, and that will be a walk for Bray, and that will bring up Nicholas Noto. Noto on the night. 1 for 4 with a double. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Would come around and score. So Carolina up 10-6. With 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch to Noto from Yount will be a swing and a miss, strike 1. So 0-1 count. First pitch on the outside edge, ball 1, 1-1 count. And the pitch. Up high, strike, so 1-2 count. One, two, and the pitch. Up high, that's going to be a ball. And that is going to send Bray on the wild pitch over to second base. So now Noto will have a runner in scoring position. with the 2-2 count, with no outs in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. Line drive over to first. And that's not going to advance. And then a second first base as he threw right over to short. So an L3, so a 3-6 double play there, and that will be 2 outs, and that will bring up Max Gustafson.
Second baseman number 18, Max Gustafson.
Gustafson comes up, and that was a interesting double play there, a line out, and then once again Bray was about a few feet from the bag. He slid over and out not in time. Gustafson, first pitch to him is strike one looking. And the pitch down low, a ball. So 1-1 count. Pitch up high, ball 2. 2-1. A foul ball heading right behind the third base dugout, hit off the batting cage. So 2-2. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Gustafson, so that one matters in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Top of the 8th we go. You're listening to Carolina Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball here on YouTube. 8, 9, and 10 due up for Statesville. And it'll start off with Bryson Beber. Beber on the night, 1 for 3. Single and a strikeout and an error. So as Biffle will stay on. First pitch from Biffle, and the top of the 8th will be strike 1. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Foul ball. Line drive, and that went into the football stadium right behind the baseball stadium here at Forbush High School. So Bryson Beber up, and the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball.
This goes Turkey's pitchers, number 26, Holden Biffle.
Head coach Kirk Cabana runs out, brings out more baseballs for the umpire. So 0-2 count. Biffle winds up, kicks and deals. Ground ball, that will be foul. So 0-2 count remains for Beber. Ground ball up the middle. And that's going to be a single, and that'll bring up Reed Sullivan.
At bat number 2, Reed Sullivan.
So Sullivan comes up. Sullivan on the night. A single, a walk, and a punch out. So 1 for 2. First pitch from Biffle. Up high, ball 1. So 1-0. And the pitch. Up high, ball 2. Down low, that's going to be ball 3. 3-0 count. So 3-0. The pitch. And that's going to be ruled a walk, so he advances. Now bring up Abdullah again.
At bat number 14, Cam Graham.
Graham comes up. Wearing the number 14 now. And the 10 hole, there have been a couple changes tonight. 1 single, 2 strikeouts. And the pitch, strike 1. Carolina has a runner on first and second. And the pitch. That'll be ball 2. 2-0. Pitch up high, ball 3. 3-0 count. That'll be in 3-1. So 3-1 count. Here, Carolina up by 4, 10-6 on Statesville. And that'll be a walk, and it will be bases loaded. Carolina so far on the night, they've had bases loaded in the 3rd and the 5th inning. Carolina escaped both times without allowing a run. As Ty Stas comes back up to the plate. First pitch. Swing and a miss up high. Strike 1. So 1 count. Stas on the night. 2 for 4. Sorry, 2 for 3 with a walk. 1-1 has had 4 plate appearances. So 1-1. In for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Down low, ball 2. Not enough for the runners to advance. So 2-2 count. So 2-2. The pitch. Ground ball. Over to second. Gustafsson over. And a ground out. That will allow 1 run. That lets Pepper score. And it's going to be in the Disco Turkey lead now. Trims down to 3. 10-7 in the top of the 8th. So Clary comes up. So 10-7, Carolina. Strike 1 into Clary. Clary on the night. 1 for 4. A double, a strikeout, fly out, 2 strikeouts. That's going to be a high fly ball. Infield fly rule will be in effect. And Biffle will get it, so that will be out number 2. And that'll bring up Landon Howell. 2 walks and a fly out and a ground out for Howell on the night. So 0 for 2 in his official at-bats. The first pitch, down low, ball 1. And that's going to be a foul ball, 1-1 count. So 1-1 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And Holden Biffle now 1 strike away from heading into the bottom of the 8th. With a 4-run lead. Biffle looks, winds up, kicks and deals. Ground ball over to third. McAllister. And that will be good to Bray. And that will conclude matters in the top of the 8th. In the top of the 8th, 1 run. No hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Bottom of the 8th we go. Disco Turkey's back up to the plate next. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to Disco Turkey Baseball. Bottom of the 8th. It's Barham, McAllister, and Thorpe.
Leading off for the Disco Turkeys.
And Barham first up at the plate. 3 walks on the night. So 0 for 1. So this is his second at bat for average. First pitch. Barham has really seen the ball well tonight. And that first pitch will be outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count to Barham. Second pitch, high fly ball. That will be foul. Right behind the press box. So 1-1 count. And the pitch. Strike 2. Oh, 1-2 count. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout for Barham. So he'll go down on strikes, and that'll bring up Aiden McAllister. McAllister on the night. 2 walks and 2 groundouts, so 0 for 2. First pitch to McAllister. Up high, ball 1.
Now batting third baseman, number 7, Aiden McAllister.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 1-1. As Yount is in for his second inning of work. Pitch up high, ball 2. So 2-0 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. So 2-1 count. I'll call it 2-2. And the pitch. Up high, ball 3. 3-2. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream tonight. So 3-2 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. So 2-1 count. I'll call it foul ball. And so that will keep the count alive for McAllister at 3-2. And the pitch. Up high, ball 3. 3-2. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream tonight. So 3-2 count. 3-2 count. And the pitch. Fly ball. And the pitch. And that's going to be caught by Sullivan at second base. So 2 outs. Count. I'll bring up Dino Thorpe. I'll call it foul ball. And so that will keep the count alive for McAllister at 3-2 for out number 2. Thorpe comes up. Thorpe on the night. Up high, ball 3. 3-2. Again, we apologize for the lack of a video stream tonight.
Dino Thorpe.
So 3-2 count. 3-2 count. And the pitch. Fly ball. And the pitch. First pitch. And that's going to be caught by Sullivan at second base. So 2 outs. Count. I'll bring up Dino Thorpe. I'll call it foul ball. And so that will keep the count alive for McAllister at 3-2 for out number 2. 1-0 count. Thorpe comes up. And the pitch. Thorpe on the night. Down low, ball 2. Up high, ball 3. 3-2. And the first and second inning of a video stream tonight.
Dino Thorpe.
So 3-2 count. 3-2 count. And the pitch. Fly ball. And the pitch. First pitch. And that's going to be caught by Sullivan at second base. So 2 outs. Count. I'll bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football field. Foul ball. It's going to be, and so that will keep the count alive for McAllister at 3-2 for out number 2. 1-0 count. Thorpe comes up. And the pitch. Thorpe on the night. Down low, ball 2. Up high, ball 3. 3-2. And the first and second inning of a video stream tonight.
Dino Thorpe.
So 3-2 count. 3-2 count. Up high, ball 3, 3-1 count.
Pitch.
Fly ball,
And
pitch.
pitch.
First pitch,
And
that's
pitch.
going to be
Swing and a miss.
caught
Two and
by
one. Foul
Sullivan
ball.
at
Ball
second
one.
base, so 2
2-1
outs.
count.
Now bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football field.
Foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive
count.
for McAllister at 3-2.
For out number
Up
2.
high, ball
1-0
4.
count.
Now will be
Thorpe
a walk.
comes up.
And the pitch.
By
Sharp
hand
on
pitch.
now bring up Sam
Down low,
Fleming
ball
to
two.
up high, ball
2
3
singles.
3-2
3-2
again.
and
And
the
the
first
first
and
and
second
second inning of a video stream
Fleming
tonight.
on the night.
1 for 2 with 2
3-2
walks.
count.
First and
3-2
second
count.
inning. Up high, ball 3, 3-1 count.
And
And
pitch.
Statesville will come out. The man fly ball.
And
They
pitch.
want to do
First
if they
pitch.
want to make
And
another
that
pitch.
pitch.
Going to
Swing
be
and a miss.
caught
2 and
by
1. Foul
Sullivan
ball.
at
Ball
second
one.
base. So
So
2
2-1
outs. Now
count.
bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football
And
field.
foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive.
count.
Looks like
McAllister
they
at
will.
3-2.
We'll see.
For out number
Up
2.
high, ball
1-0
4.
count.
Now
Thorpe
Thorpe comes up.
General
And
mound
the pitch.
visit.
Sharp
And
on
pitch.
now bring up Sam
Down low,
Fleming
ball
to
2.
high, ball
Ball
3
singles.
3-2
3-2
again.
and
And the first and second
mound
inning of
visit
a
going
video
over
stream
Stratton
tonight. 1 for 2 with 2
3-2
walks.
count.
First and
3-2
second
count.
inning.
Yep, and that's
Up
what it
high,
was.
ball 3, 3-1 count.
And
And
pitch.
Statesville will come out. The man fly
And
ball.
pitch.
They want to
First
do if
pitch.
they want to make another
And
pitch.
that
Going
pitch.
to be
Swing and a miss.
caught
2 and
by
1. Foul
Sullivan
ball.
at
Ball
second
one.
base. So
With
2
2
outs.
outs.
Now bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football
And
field.
foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive.
count.
Looks like
McAllister
they
at
will.
3-2.
We'll see.
For out number
Up
2.
high, ball
1-0
4.
count.
Now
Thorpe
comes up.
General
And
mound
the pitch.
visit.
Sharp
And
on
pitch.
now bring up Sam
Down low,
Fleming
ball
to
two.
high, ball
Ball
3
singles.
3-2
3-2
again.
again.
And the first and second
General
inning
mound
of
visit
a
going
video
over
stream
Stratton
tonight. 1 for 2 with 2
3-2
walks.
count.
First and
3-2
second
count.
inning.
Yep, and that's
Up
what it
high,
was.
ball
Fleming
3,
comes up to the
3-1
plate.
count.
And
And
pitch.
Statesville will come out. The man fly ball.
And
They
pitch.
want to
First
do if
pitch.
they want to make
And
another
that
pitch.
pitch.
Going to
Swing
be
and a miss.
caught
2 and
by
1. Foul
Sullivan
ball.
at
Ball
second
one.
base. So
With
2
2
outs.
outs.
Now
Now
bring up
strike
Dino
one.
Thorpe towards that football
And
field.
foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive.
count.
Looks like
McAllister
they
at
will.
3-2.
We'll see.
For out number
Up
2.
high, ball
1-0
4.
count.
Now
Thorpe
comes up.
General
And
mound
the pitch.
visit.
Sharp
And
on
pitch.
now bring up Sam
Down low,
Fleming
ball
to
two.
high, ball
Ball
3
1
3-2
count.
again.
And
And
the
the
first
first
and
and
second
second
inning
inning
of
of
the
a
video
video
stream
stream tonight. 1 for 2 with 2
3-2
walks.
count.
First and
3-2
second
count.
inning. 2.
Yep, and that's
Up
what it
high,
was.
ball
Fleming
3
comes up to
3-1
the
count.
plate.
And Statesville will come out. The man fly ball.
And
They
pitch.
want to
First
do if
pitch.
they want to make
And
another
that
pitch.
pitch.
Going to
Swing
be
and a miss.
caught
2 and
by
1. Foul
Sullivan
ball.
at second base. So
With
2
2
outs.
outs.
Now
Now
bring up
strike
Dino
one.
Thorpe towards that football
And
field.
foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive.
count.
Looks like
McAllister
they
at
will.
3-2.
We'll see.
And the
Up
pitch.
high, ball
1-0
4.
ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
And
And
the
good
pitch.
slide on
And
now.
that's
Bring
gonna
up
be
Sam
down low,
Fleming
ball
to
two.
high, ball
Ball
3
one
1
count.
count.
And
And
the
the
first
first
and
and
second
second
inning
inning
of the
of the
video
video
stream
stream
tonight.
tonight. Top of the ninth we go. Disco
1 for
Turkeys
2
have a
with 2
safe
walks.
situation.
First and
I'll
second
bring it
inning.
to you. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball.
3-1
count.
count.
Statesville will come out. The man fly ball.
And
They
pitch.
want to do
First
it. They
pitch.
want to make
And
another
that
pitch.
pitch.
Going to
Swing
be
and a miss.
caught
2 and
by
1. Foul
Sullivan
ball.
at second base. So
With
2
2
outs. Now
outs.
bring up
Strike
Dino
one.
Thorpe towards that football
And
field.
foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive.
count.
Looks like
McAllister
they
at
will.
3-2.
We'll see.
And the
Up
pitch.
up high, ball
1-0
4.
ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good. And good slide on now. Bring up Sam Fleming to high, ball 3 1 count. And the first and second inning of the video stream tonight. Top of the ninth we go. Disco Turkeys have a safe situation. I'll bring it to you. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball. 1 count. Statesville will come out. The man fly ball. They want to do it. They want to make another pitch. Going to be caught 2 1. Sullivan at second base. So 2 outs. Now bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football field.
foul
So
ball.
it's going to be, and so that will keep the count
2-1
alive.
count.
Looks like
McAllister
they
at
will.
3-2.
We'll see.
And the pitch.
Up high, ball
1-0
4.
ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good. And good slide on now. Bring up Sam Fleming to high, ball 3 1 count. And the first and second inning of the video stream tonight. Top of the ninth we go. Disco Turkeys have a safe situation. I'll bring it to you. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball. 1 count. Statesville will come out. The man fly ball. They want to do it. They want to make another pitch. Going to be caught 2 1. Sullivan at second base. So 2 outs. Now bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football
Disco
field.
Turkeys
3 outs away from
keep the
a
count
1
alive.
count.
McAllister at
Statesville Owls.
2.
And the
pitch.
pitch.
Back out.
Ball
Ground
ground
ball.
ball. Thorpe comes up. Good. And good slide on now. Bring up Sam Fleming to high. Ball 3 1 count. And the first and second inning of the video stream tonight. Top of the ninth we go. Disco Turkeys have a safe situation. I'll bring it to you. You're listening to Disco Turkey Baseball. 1 count. Statesville will come out. The man fly ball. They want to do it. They want to make another pitch. Going to be caught 2 1. Sullivan at second base. So 2 outs. Now bring up Dino Thorpe towards that football
Disco
field.
Turkeys
3 outs away from
pitch.
foul
1 count.
McAllister
McAllister at
3-2.
And the pitch.
Back
Back
out.
out.
Ball
Ground
ground
ball.
ball. Thorpe comes up. Good. And good slide on now. Bring up Sam Fleming to high. Ball 3 1 count. And the first and second inning of the video stream tonight. Top of the ninth we go. Disco Turkeys have a safe situation. I'll bring it to you. out to right field. Disco turkey baseball. One count. Grabbed on by Lee.
Fly ball.
That's
They
what
want
they
to do.
want
They
to
want to
do.
make a pitch.
Pitch
Going to
swing
be
and a miss.
caught. 2 and 1.
Sullivan.
He's 2 out second base. So 2 out.
Count.
Bring up
Strike
Gino
one.
Thorpe towards that football.
Disco
Foul
turkey
ball.
3 outs away from pitch.
Found
One
count.
count.
Statesville Owls.
And
Back
out.
ball.
Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good
Slide
on
on
down.
down. Bring up Sam Fleming.
Up
Two.
high.
Ball
Ball
three.
count.
And the first and second
That's
line.
gonna end the bottom of the eighth. Top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Let's bring it to you. Out to right field. Disco turkey baseball. One count. Grabbed on by Fly ball.
They want to do. They want to make a pitch. Going to be caught. 2 and 1.
Everybody Sullivan.
He's 2 out
Second.
second base. So 2 out.
Second out.
Gino Thorpe
And the
towards that
disco
football.
turkey.
Foul
Disco
ball.
3 outs away from pitch.
Found
One
one
count.
count.
Strike
Foul
one.
two.
And
Back
out.
ball.
Ground
Ground
ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam Fleming.
Up
Two.
high.
Ball
Ball
three.
count. And the first and second line. At the bottom of the eighth. Top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Let's bring it to you. Out to right field. Disco turkey baseball. One count. Grabbed on by Fly ball.
They want to do. They want to make a pitch. Going to be caught. 2 and 1.
Everybody Sullivan.
He's 2 out
Second.
second base. So 2 out.
Second out.
Gino Thorpe
And the
towards that
disco
football.
turkey.
Foul ball.
3 outs away from pitch.
Found one
Count.
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 Two.
And
Back
ball.
ball.
Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam Fleming.
Up
Two.
high.
Ball
Ball
three.
count. And the first and second line. At the bottom of the eighth. Top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Let's bring it to you. Out to right field. Disco turkey baseball. One count. Grabbed on by Fly ball.
They want to do. They want to make a pitch. Going to be caught. 2 and 1.
Everybody Sullivan.
The Owls.
Second. They're final. Second out.
Gino Thorpe
And the
towards that
disco
football.
turkeys.
Foul ball.
3 outs away. Count. 2
Found
outs.
one
Count. The top of the
Owls.
ninth.
Two.
And back out.
Ball.
Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam
Lines
Fleming.
up.
Two.
Swing and a miss. And that's a disco turkey win. Fifth top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Hitting. And the Carolina Disco turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to Lake Coastal. Owls win 10-7. Disco turkey base count. 2 outs. Count the top of the ninth. 2. And back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam
Lines
Fleming.
up.
Two.
Swing and a miss. And that's a disco turkey win. Fifth top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Hitting. And the Carolina Disco turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to Lake Coastal. Owls win 10-7. Disco turkey base count. 2 outs. Count the top of the ninth. 2. And back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam
Lines
Fleming.
up.
Two.
Swing and a miss. And that's a disco turkey win. Fifth top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Hitting. And the Carolina Disco turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to Lake Coastal. Owls win 10-7. Disco turkey base count. 2 outs. Count the top of the ninth. 2. And back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam
Lines
Fleming.
up.
Two.
Swing and a miss. And that's a disco turkey win. Fifth top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Hitting. And the Carolina Disco turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to Lake Coastal. Owls win 10-7. Disco turkey base count. 2 outs. Count the top of the ninth. 2. And back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam
Lines
Fleming.
up.
Two.
Swing and a miss. And that's a disco turkey win. Fifth top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Hitting. And the Carolina Disco turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to Lake Coastal. Owls win 10-7. Disco turkey base count. 2 outs. Count the top of the ninth. 2. And back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down.
Bring up Sam
Lines
Fleming.
up.
Two.
Swing and a miss. And that's a disco turkey win. Fifth top of the ninth we go. Disco turkeys. Have a seat. Hitting. And the Carolina Disco turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to Lake Coastal. Owls win 10-7. Disco turkey base count. 2 outs. Count the top of the ninth.
number 2.
And
Back out.
ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
Good slide on down. Lines up.
Swing
Swing and a miss, and that's a Disco Turkey win. Fifth top of the night to go. Disco Turkey. And the Carolina Disco Turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to the West Coast. Owls win 10-7. Disco Turkey base cap. Count. Top of the night. Defeat the Statesville Owls. Back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
And to slide on down. Very good lines up. Swing and a miss, and that's a Disco Turkey win. Fifth top of the night to go. The ball game at Grace High School. And the Carolina Disco Turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to the West Coast. Owls win 10-7. Disco Turkey base cap. Count. Top of the night. Defeat the Statesville Owls. Back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
And to slide on down. Very good lines up. Swing and a miss, and that's a Disco Turkey win. Fifth top of the night to go. The ball game at Grace High School. And the Carolina Disco Turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to the West Coast. Owls win 10-7. Disco Turkey base cap. Count. Top of the night. Statesville Owls. Back out. Ground ball.
Thorpe comes up. Good.
And to slide on down. Very good lines up. Swing and a miss, and that's a Disco Turkey win. Fifth top of the night to go. The ball game at Grace High School. And the Carolina Disco Turkeys with the Green Bay Statesville Owls by a final score of 10-7. Come back to the West Coast. Owls win 10-7. Disco Turkey base cap. Count. Top of the night. Statesville Owls. Back out.